The desert was quiet in the way only war can make it. Too quiet. I was crouched behind shattered concrete, radio pressed to my ear, counting breaths between distant artillery when my satellite phone vibrated. Once, then again, civilian line. I ignored it. Third vibration. I answered without speaking. Are you the mother of? The nurse's voice cracked before she finished my daughter's name. She's in critical condition. The word asterisk critical landed harder than any mortar. She was admitted unconscious, the nurse continued, rushing now. Multiple injuries. We have reason to believe this wasn't an accident. The night tilted. I pressed my forehead to the rifle stock, focused, controlled. Who did this? I asked. A pause, paper shuffling, fear. Your husband's new wife, she whispered. She hurt her during a domestic incident. I closed my eyes. I reported it, the nurse added quickly. But the detective, he won't proceed. Her brother is the police chief. Silence stretched between us. She didn't know who I was. To her, I was just another woman too far away to matter. I see, I said. I ended the call. Above me, the sky burned with distant fire. Around me, men waited for my orders. Inside me, something old and precise woke up. I had been gone for 8 months. Humanitarian cover, extraction operations, the kind of work that erases your name but sharpens your instincts. When I left, my marriage was already a corpse propped up by habit. He told me he needed stability. Someone more present. I didn't argue, I don't beg. The divorce papers came through encrypted email while I was crossing a border. Clean, efficient, he'd already remarried by the time I signed. What he didn't tell me, what he never thought I'd question, was access to my daughter. The woman he married smiled too wide in photos, her eyes never reached them. I noticed that immediately. People like her always think warmth can be faked. The hospital record said fall down the stairs asterisk. My daughter's x-rays said otherwise. Patterned bruising, defensive fractures, timing that matched custody weekends. I felt the betrayal settle in layers, not explosive, sedimentary, heavy. He hadn't just replaced me. He had offered my child as proof of his new life's legitimacy. And when she broke under it, he hid behind a badge. I didn't fly home immediately. That would have been emotional, predictable. Instead, I made calls between missions. Quiet ones, old favors, digital shadows, phone records, body cam timestamps that didn't quite line up. I watched footage of the police chief laughing at a fundraiser while my daughter lay unconscious. I pulled school reports, counselor notes flagged and ignored. I requested medical consults under aliases, 3 independent confirmations. Abuse. Intentional. Escalating. Every night I sat alone, weapon disassembled in my lap, and imagined what rage would look like if I let it out. I never did. Rage is loud, I needed silence. By the time I landed stateside, I knew everything. Bank transfers, internal emails, the detective's sister-in-law fast-tracked through background checks she never passed. I walked into the hospital wearing civilian clothes and a neutral face. My daughter slept beneath white lights, breathing shallow but steady. I held her hand. And I promised nothing out loud. I asked for a meeting. Not with the detective. Not with the chief. With internal affairs. I slid a folder across the table, no commentary, just evidence. Medical opinions, video stills, audio logs, financial leverage. The room changed temperature. Later, I stood in my ex-husband's kitchen, the same one he'd renovated to impress her. I placed the folder on the counter. What's this? He asked, already pale. Read, I said. His hands shook, pages rustled, his breath fractured. She didn't mean. I raised a finger. He stopped. Behind him, his wife watched, eyes darting, calculating, too late. I had already won. The knock came at dawn. Military police, federal oversight, child protective services. Jurisdiction overrides care about family ties. I stood across the street, coffee cooling in my hand as they escorted her out. She screamed my name like it was a curse. My ex didn't look at me. He couldn't. His protection had been an illusion, borrowed power collapses fastest. I never touched her. I never raised my voice. I simply removed the darkness she'd hidden in. My daughter recovered slowly. She doesn't ask about them. I don't offer answers. Some truths are poison if given too early. The desert still calls me back. War is honest, it tells you exactly who your enemy is. Betrayal pretends to love you first. I left that house without a backward glance. Some people think revenge is fire. They're wrong. It's clarity. And once you have it, you don't burn. You walk away.